Alright, hey everybody, and welcome to another Senuke tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to post content in the Web 2.0 profile Nuke. So first of all, I'm assuming that you've already created and verified your accounts. So right here, you should have your username and your passwords that you've already created, and you should have already verified your emails. So now I'm going to show you how to post content. Now first of all, let's zoom in, you can see right here, I have this little About Me section that I just posted, or that I just wrote. And since it's in the spinner format, it's a little hard to interpret, so I'll show you what it means. So I'm just going to choose Copy, and I'm going to go over to the social network / article directory Nuke, and I am going to paste that in there. Instead, I'm going to hit Preview Sample Article, and you can see what they look like. So I really take pleasure in search engine optimization, and I'm from Denver. My favorite program to use is Senuke. I'll hit Spin again. So you can see these are some pretty unique little author bios here, and I'll show you what I did. Basically, I think the whole thing, it's okay if it's short, it should be about 2 to 3 sentences, in this case it's 2 sentences, and each sentence should be spun 2 times, or 2 or 3 times, preferably 4 if you can. So that means that each sentence has 3 or 4 different possibilities, and then in each of those sentences, there is individual words spun, so it should be pretty unique. So now that we got that, I'm going to go back to the Web 2.0 profile Nuke, and you can see that. So basically, this is just going to go at the top of your profile, and then these links are going to go right underneath it. So now that you've got that, it's nice and unique. Make sure it's relevant to what your niche is. Don't just make it just completely random. Try to use some keywords in there if you can. And next, we're going to add links. So basically, you can see that the URL format here is this. It's the URL that you want to link to, then the double number sign, and then the spinnable anchor text. So in this case, what I'm doing is I'm just linking to a Squidoo page. It's squidoo.com/senuke training tutorials. And basically I'm linking to the Squidoo page because I'm going to build a lot of links to the Squidoo page, and then the Squidoo page links to my money page. So that's where I'll make my money. But anyway, you can see I have the URL right here, I have the double number sign, and then right here I have all the possible anchor text. So this whole thing, what it's going to produce is right under this, it's going to link to this, and the anchor text is going to be randomly one of these. And you see I've got a lot. So now you're probably going to add more than that. You can add one to your own site, but for now I'm just going to add one from the URL manager. So we're going to go Windows and URL manager, and social network Nuke, we're going to go to page URLs. And you can see I've got a lot in here. For this time, I'm just going to link to my last submission, but of course you can do more than that. You can do all the submissions you've done for a project, or whatever. So I'm just going to select these real quick, get to the beginning, whoops, I passed it, and you can see it's right there. And the way we're going to copy these is you can see that it's already in the format. It's got the URL, it's got the double number sign, and it's got the spun anchor text. So I can just right click and choose copy, get out of that, and I'm going to hit paste right here. So now if I scroll to the left here, you can see that all of my posts and my Squidoo site are in the right format. We got the URL, double number sign, and then the anchor text. And it'd be pretty spammy if you submitted every single one of these to every profile you're doing. So that's where these settings down here come in handy. You can choose add all links above, but that's only really useful if you have a couple links. So I'm just going to hit add 2 links. Because if you add too many links, Google's going to figure it out. It's going to be spammy, and it's not going to do you any good in the search engines. So change this. I wouldn't do more than 3 or 4. And then add last URL. I'm not going to do this because I found that it doesn't work very well. But I'll tell you what it does. What it does is it links to the last Web 2.0 profile that you just created. So it's basically going to create a big link wheel, but I found that it doesn't work very well. So I'm just going to leave that unchecked. So I've got all these. And then if we come down here, we have add RSS feeds. Basically, these are all the RSS feeds that I got from the URL manager. So if I go Window, URL manager, and go to RSS feed URLs, you can see these right here are just these feeds right here. So what I did is I copied and pasted those in here, but if you remember in the URL manager just a second ago, all it had was the URL. And if you see in the URL format, you still need the double number sign, spinnable RSS title. So basically what I just did is I just copied the double number sign and the spinnable titles, anchor text from up here, and I just copied them and pasted them after all of these. So I had all the URLs and just appended them with the double number sign and the spinnable RSS title. So you can see there's all my RSS, and then same things here, same thing down here is right here. I'd say add 2 RSS feeds. I think that's a good number. You could probably do 3 or 4, but remember, try to keep that limited. And you can use this if you only have a few. So now we got all these settings. What I would recommend doing is go and test this in the social network / article directory nuke. Make sure that it's putting out clean sentences that make sense and it's not gobbledygook random stuff, and that it's pretty good. But yeah, once you got all these settings right, next we're going to move over here, and we